I was good. You want back to another reaction. Let's not say this. Let's lock this last hour. This out the way, bro. Hey, bro. The other parts, I'm loving the part, bro. This is straight fire right now. We gonna knock the rest of this out, bro. I ain't gotta go work today, so you know. Let's knock this out.
And lied to.
And I got the room to myself.
And told a bunch of fucking bullshit. So,
well,
you're talking about submission and respect.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll come when you meet the right man, naturally. And this is another point I make, because I have a lot of men message me. I trust, guys, please understand, the most Googled man on the planet. I have 100,000 emails a day from people, and I get dudes email me, how do I get my woman to submit? And I can't reply to all the emails, but if I ever read them, I'm like, bro, you're a fucking dork. Why would she reply to you? Why would she submit to you? You're a fucking nerd. That's the truth. I'm not out here saying submit to all men. Men are the boss. I'm saying, listen, there's natural balance in the universe. When you meet a G, I've never had trouble with a woman obeying me. She just wants to. It's natural for our dynamic. If she didn't want to obey me, we wouldn't even get to the point of a relationship. If she didn't feel like she wanted to listen to me, we would have never got to where we want to get. It just doesn't work. That shit only happens when the female's fucking giving up sex too easy and the dude's just picking up easy pussy and they end up in some bullshit relationship. They don't even like each other. That's dumb shit. That's dumb shit, right? But I don't have any of these problems in my life. And if you're a dude at home and you're watching this and you go, I want my woman to submit, and she doesn't, guess what? She doesn't respect you. And guess whose
it's your fault.
That is a lot of the time.
That's your fault. 100%.
Your fault. It's your fault as a man. It is.
Yes.
No, it is.
Yes.
It's crazy how they all for he telling men this, yes he telling for, but when he say something about the woman, all this, you know.
That's what you guys need to damn hear. Tell him, please.
But it's not about blaming men and women, because everyone has a problem. But then there's also men who are worthier.
But this the same woman that said she wanted a man to handle her. The fuck?
Respect who women refuse to respect because of society. So there's two sides to it, right? But a lot of it is, if you're a capable enough man and you're brilliant enough, then the female has no choice. But it's very interesting. This goes back into a point I made earlier about how important it is for us men to find women who we don't believe have had a lot of life experience and look like they are. Because I got attacked. I'm going to make this point right now. I got attacked when the Matrix attacked me and fucking lied about me. They said that men are interested in women who are younger because they're more programmable. And that they're trying to make out that I'm making out that men are out here trying to get women and fucking do bad things to them. No, what I'm saying is, if you find a woman who's younger and been through less things, less trauma, less relationships, less headache, she's lived less life, your ideals, if you ask any woman who loves her man, what's your favorite song? His favorite song. Who do you vote for? Who he votes for. What's your favorite car? His car. That's how it happens when a woman loves a man. And that makes the man feel good, right? If she's been through too much shit, then that's a lot harder to pull off. So it's
a good ass feeling when one of the girls I talked to started watching Pearly Things and watching Fresh and Felt, like, it's a dub. And then she started sending me Instagram reels of like feminists saying stupid shit, and then she'd be like, these women, like, they just dumb. I'm like, hell yeah, they dumb. Hell yeah. I'm trying to, like, that shit make
link is very important for men and women. But so yeah, the Matrix attacked me with that. But it's very, very interesting. You have to understand all these small sub-dynamics and why things are happening and why the world is the way it is. And the baseline of it is that everything's fucked. Men aren't acting like men and women are acting like women, and it's all messed up.
Niggas are bitches and bitches is niggas, bro. Hey, we talk about this on Foreign Pill, bro.
Wait, so what about like your own autonomy and like just like your favorite car is your favorite car, my favorite car is my favorite car. Like, why does it have to? I guess that's where I'm confused. Like, why does it have to be like that?
I think the point flying over their head. They missing a point. I think they're missing a point.
And that's a good point, right? I understand that completely. But I'll give you an example. I'll talk from personal experience because it makes it easy for me. I have a bunch of cars. I love cars. I have 32 cars. My favorite car is X. I pick up a chick. This is my, what's your favorite car? This one. I like that one. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, no big deal. But the agreeableness is ultra attractive. It depends what the woman wants to do, right? If I was a woman, and let's say I'm 22 years old and I meet a billionaire, and it's my goal to marry this man, and I go to his house, and I say, wow, you have so many cars. What's your favorite car? This one. Really? I thought that one too. It looks so good. Why that one? Because this. Oh, really? Okay, I'll try and remember that. That's how you get the dude, right? You don't get the dude by going, well, that one is a better color. You're a dickhead. It may be small things. It may be tiny things, but men are ultra interested in things like agreeableness. So ultra interested.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Talk your shit, nigga. Facts, bro.
in the idea of a woman absorbing our worldviews. We're
Yes,
ultra interested. We are. That's what we're looking for.
That's taking away from the woman's identity, though.
What if you say
she doesn't like the car?
No.
So why should she agree to a car that she doesn't?
The point is flying over the head, bro.
Why do you want to be with someone
she doesn't
that
have
doesn't know who they are?
She doesn't have to agree.
Can I say, I like this one. This is my favorite, but I like yours too. Yours is quite nice, you know. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's quite good. But I like.
They missing the point.
I like that one as well.
You sound like you want a slave.
Is that
someone
fine?
that doesn't have their own?
What the fuck? We want to what the fuck? This girl just said it's like y'all want a slave. No, we just want somebody that's gonna be how you say the word? It's not coachable. It's a term that has something to do with agreeing. Like, I guess you could just say agreeable. Like, you know, somebody that's like, you know, willing to bend their. I don't know how to explain it, bro.
That's just not going against me. It's just being nice. It doesn't cost you much.
It's like,
men don't want a girl that's nagging on them for the smallest things. It's like,
yes,
why are you
thank you. That's the point. It's the point. Y'all don't nag over the small thing. If you like, bro, they missing the point.
That's not nagging though.
He's saying, oh, what car do you like? Why does she have to say his car? Like, she likes a different car.
I just gave you a solution, though.
I am talking about how, as a female, to be as attractive as possible to men. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a man
giving out free game
another car. I'm saying, how do you be as attractive as possible?
Giving out free game.
Because you also don't understand how men think. It's different if you come to my house and choose to like another one of my cars. But what if I only have one car?
Yep.
And now you say, well, no, I pick you up in my BMW. Oh, yeah, it's nice. I prefer Mercedes. You know what a man thinks the second you say that? Who picked you up in a Merc? That's the first thing that goes through his fucking mind. How do you know about Mercedes?
What if you can buy your own Mercedes?
That's not what crosses the man's mind. I'm telling you how men think.
But then that's why.
Bro, he telling y'all how we think, and they saying, no, men shouldn't think like that. Nigga. It makes sense why you're single. Respectfully. It makes sense. You got a man telling you what men want. Men shouldn't think like that. This crazy, bro.
Denalva, what percent of women can really afford their own Mercedes?
Especially when you go clubbing.
No, guys. I said a Mercedes. I said what percent of women?
I drive a BMW.
I said okay. I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for you. I said the average woman makes $35,000 a year.
It's not that hard in this UK.
That's okay. I said we're talking about
okay. That's still venturing from the point.
I'm really happy for you. really happy for your car. But the average woman, I'm saying but the whole point is that what percent of women even earn that much? It's not a high percentage. So when a guy hears that wait. When a guy hears that you've been in this car and that car and that car, his automatic assumption is that you're an average girl.
And that foolishness.
And that you've been with a bunch of guys to get to that point. I've had a lot of experiences because of my dad, because my dad's very successful. But I've been in situations where I've said, like, oh, I did this, and they think it's with a guy, but it's with my dad. Because most guys assume that you are an average person.
And that's the problem.
Do you not think that's demeaning a woman to say that she can't afford a lifestyle?
It's not demeaning a woman. It's looking at a balance of probabilities. If I meet an average guy, I assume he makes average money.
Sounds like a traumatized brother.
I think it's just based on wait. It's based on a balance of probabilities.
Can I just say something? That it's all about making a man feel like everybody says, oh, he's a top G. But it's like if your man put up a light fitting and you're standing there watching him put up the light fitting, or you, Denalva, they're watching a man put up a light fitting, what would you say while he's putting it up and how would you react?
I'd be like, you're probably doing it wrong, but I'll let you finish and then when you get back, I'll fix it.
Right, all right then, but hang on a minute. And how would you act if your man was putting up a light fitting?
I'd be like, well, thank you, baby.
Okay. Well,
I'll be like, see, the thing is,
just answer the question. Just answer the question.
Please,
what would you say if your man was putting up the light fitting? I'm just asking the question.
I would be like, thank you, babe. Thanks for putting up the light fitting. I appreciate you.
My man put up a light fitting. I was like, wow. He got it all out. It was all in boxes. He got his toolbox. He was up there on the ladder. Whatever you want me to hand you. I was like, oh my God, you're stripping wires. Oh my God. Then he said, oh, turn it when it finished. I was like, it works. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. I agree.
That is what he's talking about.
Thank you, bro.
talking about the car. He's not saying you can get your own car. He's saying make the man feel like he's doing something. Make him feel appreciated.
Right.
Like act like a child.
No, I agree.
And that's what he's saying. He's not saying that. Oh yeah, you don't
make her feel like you're a king, bro. Real talk. Boost his status, as Tate would say, bro.
Like that car. It's like my man got a car. It's like, oh my God, it's got heated seats. Oh,
that's the same way a girl likes to hear. You're the most beautiful girl in the world.
Exactly. I think
if your man buy a car, be like, oh my God, you know some shit. Like you gotta
balance though. Like yeah, I agree. I like to make my man feel good. When my man dresses up, I'm like, girl, you look so fine. Like I like to make my man feel good, but he has to do that to me as well.
Listen, right?
He has to offer me that.
Not all about you. It's not all about you. Damn it.
I listened to Mr. Tate, right, say about, let me put, for instance, there's an artist that I like. My man likes it too. COVID had just sort of like finished. I got 2 free tickets to go. My man said to me, you're not going. What would you do?
I'm going.
What would you do?
Why? You can't tell me what to do.
Why am I not going?
It doesn't matter. He said to you, you're not going.
Because that's just illogical submission.
I know.
Why tell me why I can't go?
Okay, no, but the whole point is you pick someone that you respect enough to trust his judgment, even when
the man is the leader, bro. And then the point of you picking that man is so he could lead. You chose a man that, bro, like you want to be led anyways. But women, though, I don't understand. I don't understand this, bro. They want a leader, but when somebody tell them, like they say that they don't want their man to be controlling, but at the same time they want somebody to handle them. I don't understand none of this shit, bro. If my girl would like to go partying, bro, I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. If my girl would like to go partying, she can go partying. But guess what her shit gonna be at? Out the door, right with the party, shipping her shit to her mama house. You have a blast, have fun. I'm not keeping. Hey, you not. Hey, but I'm gonna let her know. Hey, don't go to that party. You choose to go to that party. It's okay. Go have fun. Go have fun. There's multiple. Go have fun, sweetheart. I'm gonna go find me a new one. Word.
You disagree. That's the whole point.
I want to find somebody.
That I don't agree with.
Because you're your own person. Just because you're in a relationship.
But guys, stop.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait. We need one at a time.
Why would you think it's something stupid or whatever? You trust the man enough to be with him. You trust the man enough to sleep with him. So why won't you trust his opinion? Why does he have to give that? If I say to my man, like I went in, if I say to my man, don't do this. The first thing is we're thinking, she's telling me what to do. There must be a reason behind it why she's telling me not to do. Because she trusts me. I did not go. I had 2 free tickets. I did not go.
I'll tell you why.
It's supposed to be like that too. I mean, she respects her man. Though.
Wait. Auntie, you asked me a question. I'll tell you why. Because the same way a man wants that sort of validation, a woman wants assurance. Exactly. I don't want to just blindly do everything all the time, especially sometimes.
I can't. But welcome to the real world. You still, like, they really do not give a fuck about what men think, bro. She literally, this is why they single. And I like, I mean, I didn't ever, like, the respectful way possible. This is why they single. Their mindset at that age is terrible. If my man tell me not to go to party, I'm still gonna go anyways. I'm not his slave. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, well, go be single. Enjoy. This is why they single, respectfully.
I'm thinking, okay, that's a good
Okay, so let's talk.
That's what submission is.
No, so let's make a point. Auntie made a really important point. Because the point she's making is twofold, and it's extremely important. Because a lot of women talk about being submissive, but they're submissive when it suits them. That's not submission. So she wanted to go to the concert.
Let me pause you real quick. They act like a lady when they want to. They act like they choose and pick when they should act like women, but the man gotta be the man at all times. It's crazy, right?
He said no. She trusts him as a man. She didn't go. Absolute respect for that. That's exactly what my woman would have done. Exactly the same thing. Women go, I'm submissive. You're submissive when he's buying you shit in bed and you're submissive. But the second he says something you don't like, you instantly turn off the submission and run your fucking mouth. That's not submissive. That's manipulation. That's bullshit. So that's the first thing. The second thing is responsibility and authority are linked. And as a man, if I'm going to be responsible for a woman, I need a degree of authority over her. Yep. This is the reality of it. If I'm going to be responsible for paying your bills, and responsible for your personal safety, and responsible for your personal development,
I remember this topic on Piers Morgan too. I remember this topic.
Responsible for everything that I'm supposed to do as a man, I need a degree of authority to sometimes come along and say X, Y, Z and be obeyed. If I'm going to have a ship, if you have a ship, the reason the captain has to go down with the ship is because he is responsible for everything that happens on that ship. And because of that, he has authority. If he yells at the shipmates and they all ignore him, then he can't be considered responsible for the problems on the ship, which means he doesn't have to die with it. If you want a man invested in a relationship, he needs to be responsible for you, but he needs authority over you. And you know what? The smartest thing you can do as a woman is sit and go, you know what? Go into this concert. It's 2 hours. But this is going to piss him off, and it's going to be a splinter in his mind for years. Is this really worth it? Now, I'm not saying let some man abuse you, let some man treat you like shit. But if you have a good man who's good to you 99% of the time, and he comes along and he really cares about something, you should give him that grace and give him that, you know what, he's the man, he said it, boom, done. Because if something happened to you at that concert, if your bag was snatched, if you got fucking robbed, if someone tried to punch you, if someone grabbed you, who would you call?
Okay.
The police.
Help me.
The police.
You call your man.
The police.
You call him.
Senor Andrew, Mr. Tate King, Master Supreme Leader of everything, the universe, the Matrix, and all of that. No, I just say this because it keeps him chilled. I gotta make my points the right way, you know what I'm saying?
The Supreme Leader, what the f?
Do you not think that it's not respect?
Wait, guys, wait 1 second. You go ahead. If you want to say something.
Just doing the most.
Of course I have to do the most. This is the thing. What you don't understand is that as a lady, I am displaying to you that it's very easy to speak to a man like Andrew Tate as long as you don't need to step on his toes and you respect the authority that he has. I'm not going to sit here and try and fight against a man that has done a lot more in my life, been in rooms that I haven't been in because he's Andrew Tate. I respect you, but I can still put my point across, okay? My point is... No, but there is a point.
Let's say our point.
Can I just say something? When you say but after something, you just cancel everything you said before.
Yeah. It's just like, bro, that's like me saying.
However, it's a point, it's an acknowledgement, and then comes the counter argument because I don't have to agree with things to speak. Okay? So my point simply is, fine, I get that. But at the end of the day, the same way that we have evolved now, as a woman I have evolved, I would expect, and what I do want is not equality, is a certain level of respect, which means that if I am also somebody that is quite smart, somebody that can take care of themselves, I've done all of this for about 30 years of my life, you can't tell me just no. What the condition
I'm gonna finish.
Instead of telling me no, give me the assurance as to why you said no. Because actually, I am agreeable when you make me feel assured that what you're doing makes me feel safe. Actually, because what women are looking a lot for is stability, and stability comes from knowing that you can trust the man. I don't trust blindly.
It doesn't count if you're only agreeable when you feel like being agreeable.
Exactly. And do they not understand that the men are the one that give out the relationships from the jump? If you not on his, like, what the... Bro, this is crazy, bro. I hope these ladies are not past 30. I hope, oh my God, I hope they like 25 at least. They got a lot of learn. They look like they don't value shit about. They don't look like they don't care about shit about what a man thinks. That's what it look like, bro. Tate and Tate literally telling them a man like an agreeable woman, a coachable woman, all this good shit. If my man tell me not to go to party, I'm going to party. I don't give a fuck. He can't tell me what to do. That's like, bro, y'all not gonna find a man saying shit like that, bro. Who the fuck wants to deal with that? What type of man wants to deal with that? Come home from work, you dealing with a female like, bro, what the fuck? You supposed to be that man peace, and you over giving him hard time because you want to go be like. I don't understand why most of y'all women like to be in a relationship. Y'all want to be in a relationship, but still do single girl shit at the same time. But you can't have both worlds, sweetheart. What's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all want to go party, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, your man does have your best interest at heart. So if he telling you not to go to the party, it's for a damn reason. Duh. Hey, but me personally, I wouldn't tell my girl no reason. What the fuck? What, like explaining myself. If I tell you not to go to the party and you still go to the party, you was out my house, nigga. Duh.
That's why,
Can I just say something?
I'm submissive.
You're only submissive when you feel like being like when you feel like it's not
Can I just say something, Denalva?
Out of respect.
We live in different houses.
Of course.
If I went, he'd never know. Me and my man, because I'm a caregiver. If I went, he would have never known.
Right.
So I still didn't go.
Okay. And?
So what you were saying?
So I'll say to you, okay, baby, you don't want me to go? Why don't you want me to go? Like, what's worrying you? What's the matter? Why would you not want me to go?
But why would I want to question him when he's always got my best interest at heart?
Well, I want to know. I don't know why, because my best interest...
Why should he have to explain everything?
Wait,
because you're not a child. You are also an adult.
No, and it's not...
I'm treating a woman like she doesn't have her own mind. It's very disrespectful.
It is an acknowledgement.
I'm sorry. Think about it. Right? I'm 26, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's 20. Okay, thank God. She got a long way to dance. She look old as hell, respectfully. She 26. God, thank God. Oh, she still don't got a man. Never mind. This shit gonna go to hell. She 26. She think like this. Oh fuck. God bless her heart.
I've lived my life all by myself, and then I'm in a relationship, and this man is telling me I can't go out.
Let me give you an example.
No reason.
Girls, let me give you an
Does that make sense? Can I do that to a man and just say I don't want you to go out?
If I told him,
are we the same? Are men and women the same? You can't tell her. You don't get the.
If I told my man, listen, right, you know, you said you're going such and such. Well, you know what? I don't really think you should go. He'll think about it and he'll say, you really don't want me to go? And I'll say, no, he won't go.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
There's no man that's gonna
nice.
listen
If we can do, vetoes like that,
I
can veto. You can veto.
Let me ask you girls.
anytime.
Let me ask you girls a question. The reason she decided not to go is because this is obviously not a regular occurrence, right? So he had a reason, and she trusts his judgment. Let me give you girls a scenario. Let's imagine I'm with a chick, whatever. She has a concert. I say I don't want you to go, and she replies like you. Why can't I go? And I say, got a bad feeling. Don't go. Now what?
Now I'll be like,
so would you think the woman should just go, I don't give a shit about your stupid feeling and bounce, or should she trust you?
The reason?
It might wait.
There's no reason. There's no reason. I got bad feeling.
Wait.
Bad feeling.
This is the thing.
That doesn't make sense.
Wait. Look at the key.
A bad feeling.
Listen, my sister. This is the key. When you say I don't know, I just got a bad feeling. Let me tell you how that is get translated into my head. He cares about me, and he's actually thinking about something that potentially could be happening that I'm not aware of. I love him for thinking outside the box. But you've reassured me. You've shown me respect for being able to make my own decision. Yeah, and that's all it takes. That's all a girl wants to hear.
No, but
I'm sorry.
I was at dinner, right? Let me get a little quick story. I was at dinner with, I know this kind of sounds like some old nigga shit, even though I'm 18, bro. But I was at dinner with my partner and his girlfriend. And I was with a girl, obviously, and shit, bro. And we was talking about shit. And I asked him, I was like, cause I seen something on Instagram, and it was just this girl, and she got a boyfriend, and she literally in the club drunk as hell with her girl and shit. I'm like, and then I showed the girl next to me. I'm like, what the like this shit? Why the fuck do she even much respect her man? Like she just out by herself. And then my partner girlfriend was like, what you mean she could do whatever she want? And then I said, so. And then I asked my partner, I'm like, bro, so you'll let your girl go clubbing and go to the party by herself getting drunk with her friends? And he said, yeah. And then she said, yeah, I do it all the time. Explains a lot.
You need a logical reason as to why you're gonna tell me not to go.
A feeling is not logical. A feeling is not logical.
Guys,
the whole point is like you're not. The whole point is a guy doesn't want to explain like every decision he makes.
And I don't want to admit to every decision he makes.
If you're in the army and your sergeant tell you to do something, why, sergeant? Why? Don't ask him why. He's the leader, and you chose him for a reason. So that means you trust him to some degree, don't you?
Sometimes like men think things through a lot like more than we realize, and so he's already thought about it. He's already made his decision. It's a headache to him when every time he makes a decision he has to explain it to you.
That's right. And if you trust that man, and you've been with him as long as Auntie's been with her man, and he says something with the kind of relationship they have and the respect they have for each other, of course she's gonna be like, oh right, well cool, done. That's trust, and that's trust. And
I wasn't happy.
Of course, and also that's a really good point about submission, because submission is largely misunderstood. Like, I can tell you a million stories. I've had girls who are like, yeah, you're the man, you're in charge, and yeah, no problem. Yeah, she's cool, and she's cool on the jet, she's cool in Dubai, she's cool in the restaurants, she's cool in the 5-star, she's cool in the Lambo. But the second I say something that she half doesn't like, then she's like, well, you know what? Then she's a feminist, right? So women do this very well. A lot of women flip flop. Like if you trust your man and you really want to be with him and you really want to submit to him, there's going to be times you're going to submit in ways you don't like. That's the whole point of it.
Submission.
You know what, Tate?
Do things you don't want to do.
Your man,
I actually said this in the past. I respect you in the fact that you're willing to give a woman a life. You're willing to provide for her. So I respect that you can then tell her, I want you to do this, babe. And she has to listen.
You're right. But
most men make money to provide for women. The hell? I mean, that's what we designed for, really.
A lot of women, they want autonomy over themselves. Personally, I don't want a man that's going to provide for me just so he can tell me to sit down and I'm a dog and I'm going to sit down.
Let's understand.
Don't mean you a dog because you submitting and respecting your man's judgment. Like, what the hell? Hold on, let's let Tate finish though before
I can make my own decision too.
Let's understand something. Every man will give you a life. It's just a matter of whether you're happy with the life that man.
Not every man can afford it though.
No, exactly. Every man will give you a life. It's just a matter of whether you're happy with the life that man is capable of giving. And this goes back into the earlier points we were saying. You can find a good man who will work his ass off and give you the best life he can possibly give you every ounce of strength inside of him. He'll give you all he has.
Yep.
You can get that. But if you're going to wake up and go, no, I don't want that life, I want that life. Well, then that comes with problems.
Yeah,
agree. Like I said, what I said earlier, about 5 minutes ago, bro. A lot of these women get into they want to get into relationships, but still want to do this single girl shit at the same time. And I'm telling you, it's the reality. You can't have both. The best, it's like you can't live both worlds. It's either one or the other. You want to be single, like the city, or your single city girl life. Go do that, but you cannot have a man as well. You can't. Why do women want everything? They want the relationship. They want to be city girl, single shit. They still want to do whatever the fuck they want without the man telling them to do shit. Like they just want, like they want the millionaire that's gonna be fucking monogamous to them. That basically got every woman in the world. They just want everything. Like damn.
This is the cognitive dissonance that most females operate under, where they sit and go, I want that life, but I want him to act like that guy. I want the Nissan and the McLaren. You can't have both.
What about
you need
project?
to decide. And there becomes a degree of female maturity. As you said earlier, you get to a point where you're like, you know what? Maybe all that glitz and glam and bullshit isn't worth it.
It's not worth it.
You grow up, right?
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. And you make a different decision. And I'm saying that a lot of women get to that point. The problem is, in the modern world, the shit women did before they got to that point, from 19 to 24, pisses the man off to the point where he's never going to be as good as he could be.
Yep.
It's different in your world, right? You met a man, you stayed with that man, ding. I know plenty of people, first man, high school sweethearts. The world was different only 40, 50 years ago. The second man, they've been married forever, 50-year marriages, all that shit's gone. And then we have to tie back into all the other sub-points I've made. Into you've had a very fun life at your peak sexual value from 19 to 24 running around doing X, Y, Z. Now you're with this guy who can't give you the life he knows you've already lived. Part of him feels inferior. His status is damaged because all the shit.
Yep. I'll just come back to status, and that's a good ass point Tate made, bro.
You're not
that status shit. That's a good ass point, bro. It all come back to status, and he was a status. I just say status.
You did is on Instagram, and he ain't the one who gave it to you. And now you're expecting a whole bunch of crap out of him. And now, when he comes and works his ass off and manages to save up and buy a BMW and picks you up, hey, I got a BMW, you go, yeah, I like Mercedes. And this is the point you're missing. It's not about the fucking
flying
car.
over the head.
It's about something larger than that. It's about making him feel like he's a man again and like he's in charge.
Yeah.
A woman shouldn't have to make a man feel like a man.
What did she just say? What type of tomfoolery did she just say? A woman shouldn't be making her man feel like a man? Is that what she just said? No wonder why y'all are single, respectfully, bro. No wonder why y'all are single, bro. This makes sense, and these women are, bro. This makes a lot of sense to their mindset. Listen to their mindset. He telling them what men want. He giving them, bro. He giving y'all the sauce right now. You can get you can get you a man, bro, but they don't want to listen, bro. It's cool. Stay single for the rest of your life. Get some cats and dogs. Invest in some cat food. Have fun.
I'm an autonomous female. I can fucking like that. But what are you doing? You're damaging the psyche of the man who's trying to love you. Is it worth it for a fucking car?
What do you mean by loving? Can we break it down? Tate, can we break it down? Does loving mean that you listen to what I have to say and also think about what I want and not just what you want?
It's not about
Is that what loving means? If that's it, I can subscribe to that. But I'm not going to subscribe to sit down and you have to sit down.
It's not about that. It's about
what man says no man? What the fuck? Sit down and sit. I don't know what. What? Do y'all know a nigga that say sit down, sit like a dog? I don't remember no men ever saying that. I just remember them saying that they don't want their girl out partying. And most of them nowadays too pussy to say that.
Grown-ass woman, I pay my own bills and you're gonna tell me what to do?
That's fine. But it gets to
I'm a grown-ass woman. I pay my own bills. You gonna tell me what the fuck to do? Stay single, sweetheart. Stay single.
It gets to a point where you have to sit and analyze the scenario you're in and try and realize and pick your battles. And I'm telling you, you may not realize it, but a man does a whole bunch of shit for you that you don't know. He's watching the shows you want to watch. He's listening to you talk gossip about the girls at work. He's fucking going, yeah, I like that dress, that dress. He doesn't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. Thank you. Nobody care. oh, she did this and she talked about this person and they would just fight. Oh, really, babe? They was fight. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't care, really, bro. This nigga is spitting facts, man.
He's doing it for you. See, that's but the second it's back the other way, you have some fucking issue with autonomy.
Right.
It's
he's
bullshit.
Right. Listen, yeah, he's right because women talk nonsense for a long time. They say like, yeah, babe, you're right. Yeah, babe, can't believe she did that. It's true, babe. Oh yeah, that show is good. Yeah, babe. Yeah, it's true. You become a fan.
I agree. Men do a lot, but women.
Yeah, this glass of water look good. That's limes and some type of grape flavored water. Shit, that shit look good. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Do a lot too. As much as my
Here we go with this shit again. Why do they always do this, bro? Why do they always do this, bro? Why? Why is it that women why is it that she? Alright, we gonna speak about her. Why does she do this, bro? And the same shit be happening inside the foreign pill comments, bro. I'll say there's men on the front line risking and protecting your life, and you saying that you don't need men in the world. And some stupid feminist come in my comments. There's women on the front line too. Women on the front line too. I'll say the man built your house. The men that built your house the people that built your house was men. Well, some women build houses too. Congratulations. 6.2% of women are construction workers. Stop talking about the small minority, that small ass exception to the rule. Nobody, like, come on now. Let's use, like, why do they do that? Women do it too. Women do it too.
Man caters to me, I will do anything to make him happy. If he says, "Oh, babe, I like this meal," I will make sure I can cook it for him because guess what? He actually cares about what I want as well. You can't just have a one-way relationship.
It's not one way. I'm just saying. I'm just commenting. I'm just saying. If I was a woman and I had to make a man as attracted to me as possible, my goal would be to give that man status and make him feel good about himself.
Yep.
And I'd be very, very careful talking too much about life experiences or opposing views, not because he's out to oppress me, not because he's an evil, horrible person, but because he's trying to find somebody
who's going to give him peace.
Similar life view. He's trying to find somebody he can show the world to, trying to find somebody he can feel like he can teach things to. Mm-hmm. That's how you get the best out of a man. Yep. I'll tell you now how you get the best out of a man.
That's why I got Clementine.
No, but if you go into a man's room when he's playing video games.
Clementine? Brother, that shit called Clementine. That girl said Clementine.
And he's playing video games. And you say, all you do is play video games, and you nag him. He'll play video games. If you walk in there and go, you know what? You're so smart. I've seen you do so many amazing things, and you said so many amazing things. Why do you waste your time playing video games? You could show me so much. Now you're going to get him off the fucking console. Yeah. I know it's an ego play. I know your old girls are like, why should I have to do that? There's a lot of things
because it tells you look pretty in the morning.
It's because you win. It's because in the end you win.
Yep.
You talk about why should I have to do that? Well, why should you have to work hard in the gym to get six pack? Because you win.
Yep.
That's the game. It's actually, men are so simple. We are so simple. And the truth is, women know it. This is what's amazing. Women pretend they're confused. You're not confused. You know. You're just egos are in the way and society's telling you something else. And you just fucking refuse to be agreeable, nice people.
Yeah. That's true.
And then you wonder why men have this fucking problem marrying.
Hey, that's what I said. And they wonder, bro, listen to how these women think, bro. The 26-year-old by herself. I don't want no man to tell me what to do. You're not going to get a man thinking like that, sweetheart. I'm sorry. The man is the leader. The man wants to be the leader at all times, especially the caliber of man that you want, because you definitely don't want no nigga that you going to lead. I promise you don't want no sir. Yeah, this nigga spitting though, bro.
Wait. I have a question.
No, agreeable is being nice.
Wait. So I have a question for the girls. So imagine you're dating a guy, okay, and it's your birthday, and for your birthday he gets you, let's say, a $500 gift. Okay, and you're happy, right? It's thoughtful, it's specific to you. Then you found out last year he got his ex-girlfriend an entire birthday party. How does that make you feel? He did the most. He rented out the nicest hotel in London. He got her everything she wanted the year before.
Me no care.
You don't care?
Me no care.
I don't really care.
I love the accent, bro.
As long as he's making me happy.
Okay,
we're different people too. Yeah. It's a different relationship.
I think this cap.
And maybe
I think this cap. They capping right now.
Like, you know, he bought her flowers every day, 365 days a year, and he didn't do that for me. It's like, well, if that's what makes her happy, he's gonna do what makes her happy. Exactly. I mean, I get the angle. What you're saying is like, oh, he did all that for her. Why am I not good enough? But the second you compare yourself, you lose.
Yeah.
And I agree. But I'm just saying that's how men look at like your past is like basically like you've given it for free.
So here's my question to that, because all right, I love like everything we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to all of the viewers out there, including myself, right? You live life. There's gray area. You live and you fucking learn, right? So where the fuck do we go from here? So do I play the shame game where everybody walks away a fucking loser? Because I can do that. I've beat myself up my entire life for every decision I've ever made. Right? It got me nowhere. No. So
no, you didn't beat yourself up. That shit came back around. Life beat your ass up.
I value myself. I see the world differently through a series of events. Right?
It's good bringing in mature though.
So what the fuck comes next? Because that's where I'm confused. Right? Because I'm not. It's like if you.
That's a very good question to ask Tate, by the way, too. Because what he's all about, viewing the chessboard. What's the next best move? You're fucked right now. One kid, single. You're fucked right now. And I think she passed 30 high. That would what Brittany Renner is. But what's the next best move on the chessboard? That's a good ass question.
If it's not like gifted to you, like even in your situation, like your dad provided you a life that like so many people would kill for. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why it's like it sucks, because the reason I hate these conversations is because it's never about like empathy. Do I understand the scales and how someone may view you for this, that, and the third? Okay, but moving forward, then what? So, okay, so I'm just gonna, like I said, make it about myself. I'm 30, single, mom.
Damn.
My fucking checkered past is all.
Damn. Respectfully, your value in the dating market, Brittany Renner, is fried. I'm not gonna cap to you, but the next best move, bro. Damn. Shit, I forgot. So you're a hoe by definition, respectfully. By the way, that does not mean she's a bad person because she has sex with a lot of men. But okay, she's a hoe by definition. As a kid, single, and 30. Damn, the biggest full red flags that meant damn. Oh shit. Hey, I gotta hit Tate answer for this, bro. But what I would do, what I would do, bro, if I'm in that situation right now, bro, I would just listen to everything Tate telling me. Everything Tate's saying, and I'll watch Fresh and Fit for sure. She know Fresh and Fit is. She know how men think. She know how to find, like, she got, like, bro, she could easily figure out how men think. He literally telling you, give your man status. So, boom, if you, she probably gonna have to date down, too. She probably gonna have to date down to turn her man into the alpha. So I ain't gonna cap. The Chris Browns and the Drakes, the basketball stars and shit. I don't know, Brittany, man. Yeah.
All over Instagram. You know what I mean? I have people like you, she's a hoe, she's literally known for this. Okay. So what would be your advice to people like me then?
But I don't believe in grey area. I believe black and white. So
okay, well that's unfortunate because there's grey.
I don't believe in grey area.
There's grey. There's grey in life.
Do you know what? To answer, wait, I'm gonna answer. I mean, I just think there's consequences for your decisions, and I just think like my best advice would be to like lower your standards, like that, because
I'm a smart ass nigga. I said the same shit. Yeah, she gonna have her next bro. She gonna have to date down for sure. She gonna have to date down for sure.
Because I just think there's going to be consequences for putting, you know, promiscuous stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you probably won't get the type of guy that you could have got at 22.
Yep.
Do you know what, sister?
It wasn't meant to.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. She gonna have to date down, like I just said. But there's a beauty to dating down. I don't sleep on dating down, Brittany Renner. All the shit you hearing from Tate, you could easily get his number, become cool friends with Tate, and he'll tell you how the fuck you turn a man into an alpha.
To be then.
Do you know what I'll tell you? I would say, because I'm 30 and I'm single out of a situation.
Oh, she 32? Damn. My mindset is terrible too, but it's not as bad as brown pants.
That actually is not because I was a hoe and I was doing whatever. People can't call me that.
Was she a hoe?
A situation that actually is not because I was a hoe and I was doing whatever. People can't call me that. I made it by decision to be with somebody that hurt me a lot, and I stayed for 5 years. I came out super late. And do you know what I realized? What I learned is that I know now that I have to be selective and I have to think. If me taking longer to get to that stage is what it takes, then that's what it takes.
No, it doesn't. That's the dumbest shit that women nowadays believe too, bro, that they have time. In the dating marketplace, I mean, it's in the respectfulest way. You don't have time. You don't have time. Men value youth, bro. Youth. And they like to have kids too. So once you hit 35, it's a risk of that. Yeah, no, you really do not have time, bro. What Myron always say on Fresh and Fit, bro. What Mother Nature give you a gift, Father Time take it away. Yeah, I'm sorry, you do not have time. Then you 32, you do not have time. That's a lie. That feminism tell women to, you have time. You do not have time. Sorry. You don't get the party here. Well, she's not a party girl, but I was about to speak in general. But yeah, you do not have time. Respectfully.
You accept your future, you accept everything with gratitude, because as long as you're breathing, that's the most important thing. At least you've got your child. I am not afraid because I know the quality of woman that I am. I know my value regardless of whether I'm 30, 40, 50. Yeah. Do you understand? So you don't be afraid by other people's time limits and limitations and all of these things.
I mean, it's in a respectful way. You should be scared. Okay, you got all this money. I think she get bread. When look at her fit, she dressed nice too, by the way. I like the outfits and shit. Okay, she got money for sure. But you coming home to an empty household every single day, is that really happiness? Versus you coming home, got your kids, got your husband, got your whole family to spend Christmas with. Y'all open up gifts on Christmas. Y'all having birthday parties. Your son's first football game. Your daughter's first ballerina recital. That's what brings happiness. That's the happiness. And that's the lie that feminism tell women too, bro. That they could do shit now. They could do all this dumb shit now. Then boom, they hit the wall. The wall smacked their ass. Oh shit, I'm out of time. Yeah, she'll probably have to date down too. Nah. Her past not that bad, but it's a rare that she'll find a man that she won't. For real. She's 30, respectfully.
Because it actually doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why.
No, but your value goes down as you get older.
No, that's according to you.
No, but I'm saying to men, and you have to understand your buyer.
I'll tell you why. Because since Mr. Andrew Tate explained something about status, I understand very well what that actually means. And as a woman, the quality and the value that I hold for myself is actually the kind of value and quality that a man will appreciate the status it will bring to him, whether or not I'm a virgin. Because I've worked on myself to be a woman of quality and substance.
Produce the shit that you worked on. A lot of them, they don't understand, bro. And not only do they not understand, they don't care about what men want. You worked on, so like Tate said at the beginning of the video, bro, you work on shit that men do not care about. Y'all get the lips done. Y'all get the lip surgery, the BBLs, the implants, instead of working on being agreeable, coachable, submissive, respectful woman to her man. You know, that's y'all work on shit that men do not care about. And respectfully, I wonder why y'all single. Y'all go get a bag. Congratulations. Men don't give a fuck about your money.
Such, okay? And that is the way that you're going to actually overcome all of these bad mistakes that you've made, because who you are right now actually will make a difference if you stick to it and if you mean it and if you've always been that way. There's always another story for everybody. It doesn't matter. You'll be fine.
Do you know what
just got somebody that's more emotionally mature.
Do you know what I would have said to you?
What are you about to say, Andrew? Because you just started speaking.
Yeah. That's good. Brittany Renner has matured a lot, bro, but it's kind of too late. The wall hit you. The next best move for her, bro, would be for her to date down. I believe that's the only move, really.
Say,
Andrew, she said.
Andrew. I want to hear. Because you've been through a lot in your life. When she told me that you were going to be on and we were going to be on this panel together, I started watching a bunch of your videos, and it really was like there's so much that you have been through, which is why you have a well of wisdom, right? And the difference between me and you is that you're glorified for it, and I am burned at the stake for everything that I've been through. And it's so funny because people have always said that we were two sides of the same coin, as far as like, well, if Andrew Tate gets banned, Brittany Renner should get banned, because we are all about accountability and fucking truth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. I'm seen as used goods. You're seen as a high value man. Yep. So if you're me, then what? What's next?
Yeah, it's really interesting, and it's interesting you make that observation, and you are correct. That's the difference between the masculine and the feminine. It's unfair, I guess. The world's not fair, but that's the difference between the masculine and the feminine. Men are respected for going through things and surviving, and women are the complete opposite. They're shamed for going through things and surviving. If you look at women, love scars on men for a reason. He's gone through something. They're
war wounds.
Yeah, they're war wounds.
That's what I call my nigga. Every time I go play basketball, I always get scratched up, bro. I was bleeding on my wrist the other day, bro. Nigga fucking sliced my finger open too, bro. It's war wounds, bro. I love about that shit covered scars.
I'll say this right now, that a woman, the more trauma she goes through, the more masculine she naturally becomes. And if you were to give me my ideal woman, I would not have wanted her to have a hard life and a bunch of trauma. I like the idea of her having a soft feminine life and being a soft person, and I can take care of her and protect her. Whereas as a man, to be a good man, you need to have been through a bunch of trauma, because if you haven't been through trauma as a man, you're a weakling. You have to have been through a bunch of shit. So the masculine and the feminine is a very interesting point there. As for, I don't know your history, I don't know the past, but we can just talk in generalizations in regards to
people like me, I guess, under the same umbrella. It doesn't have to be personal.
I don't know any of it, but we'll give generalizations. One of the main reasons that men are scared of a female with history is because it makes the man insecure. Okay. And scared dogs bite. So this is why men will snap or get angry quick, or they'll bring up if you get in an argument with him, he'll bring up your history, whatever. But a lot of it is insecurity, and it's not insecurity because the man is insecure. The female paradigm in society convinces men, any man who says anything, you're insecure. It's not insecure in that way. It's insecure in a very realistic, logical way. Like I was saying earlier, she's had a lot of life experience. Let's be honest. Am I the richest guy she's ever had? No. Am I the most famous guy she's ever had? No. Nope. Am I the best looking guy she's ever had? No. Nope. Like, what's keeping her here? And then part of it comes down to, well, am I second place? Yep. If she could do better, would she do better? Yep. Like, there's a whole bunch of insecurity involved. And that's where tiny things, like I know it sounds like dumb shit, tiny things about the favorite car brand become more important than ever, right? It's your job as a woman, regardless of how much sexual history you've had or what guy you're with, etc. It's your job as a woman to make your man feel secure in the fact and make him feel like a man, like Auntie was saying, make him feel like the man no matter what he does, so that he feels like you really, truly believe he's the best choice for you on the planet. That's your job to do. Now, if you've had a checkered past, that's perhaps more difficult. You need to be more tactful with it, more tactical about it. But you have to achieve the same result. You have to do the exact same thing, right? So, yeah. It's easy for me if I get a 21-year-old virgin from some village in Slovakia and I'm multimillionaire Andrew Tate. Of course, it's a very easy. She's never had better. She'll never get better. Yep. She's never been
better for the man, bro.
Easy one, right? Yeah. But like you said, the world's not so idealistic. The reality is that people have had relationships, etc., etc. But a man is happiest in the relationship when he feels like man of the house and when he truly feels like you believe he's the best man that you could possibly ever get and have ever gotten. Because
that nigga broke that shit down,
bro. The man
bro.
is jealous. I'll tell you something. I used to say this to girls as like a joke. And I used to say, truth and jest. I used to say, no, I say it's a joke. So you cheated on me before I met you. And she'd be like, what do you mean? I didn't even know you. It's like, yeah, you fucked that guy before I even knew you. You cheated on me. And they used to laugh, whatever. But that's how men think. That's the male mind. Like, I love you. And you've been fucked by who? But I didn't know you. I don't care if you knew me. You should have waited. What do you mean? That's the male mind. So he is in competition with all of your exes and all of your lifestyle and all the things you've done permanently. And it's down to you as a woman to sit there and go, how do I make him secure in himself and secure in his masculinity and make him believe that investing in me is still worthwhile because I still truly value him, despite the fact that I could do X, Y, Z. I hope that gives some clarity, but that's the answer.
So do you know what I would have said? I would have said, for anybody in that situation, come off social media and just raise your child. So the person who meets you's got nothing to. Like, I never knew you. I never knew who you were because I've never heard of you before. So when I spoke to you, by the way you're saying like what's on the internet, let me just say, you're a nicer person than what you sound like what you perceive to be. Mm-hmm. Like you were saying, oh, that Pearl's got, oh, there, she's a whore, and I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about you. And I was saying that if you didn't have nothing on social media about your checkered past, and you met somebody the same way how I met you and I conversed and I got to know you, is the same way that they would.
Yep.
Yeah, and it is interesting, and it's also back to the masculine and feminine, right? Because I'm all over the internet, and supposedly I'm misogynist and I'm evil and all this crap, right? But if I meet a girl, even if she disagrees with me, in fact, I'll say this. I've never, ever met a single female who's ever come up to me and disagreed with me. Every woman comes up to me and loves what I says. But let's imagine I met this imaginary girl. She was sitting with me. And if I were to have a 10-minute conversation with her, by the time I explain the level to which they tried to destroy me, how they tried to freeze all my bank accounts, raise illegal charges against me, put me in jail for things I didn't do, put a travel ban, take my passport, all this garbage. By the time I explain how hard they tried to hurt me and failed, she'll want me. Because she'll be like, you can't kill this guy. And that's going to be it. Like, you say a bunch of shit I don't like, but you know what? You're the man. So it is about experience, and it is different. And that's a really good point about social media. Social media amplifies all of this shit. It amplifies all these problems. Everything we're discussing, everything we've discussed back to the beginning, from status to promiscuity to your past, it's all social media. Without social media, a lot of it goes away.
Yeah. And I think that's why me and my man last so long, is that he doesn't do social media, and there's nothing on there about me.
I feel like, to answer your question too, because I have had people say that as a solution, and it's like, you can run but you cannot hide from the truth. And I have shared why my voice has been so impactful and will continue to be impactful is because I have put myself out there and I have been punished for being honest. So it's like, I have been given a platform and a voice for a reason. Even sitting down in this conversation thinking there's not one person I'm probably going to agree with and probably going to want to leave, I've been called here for a reason. So it's like I can't go against what is in my heart and what I am coded to be. And that's why I feel like it's important for me to sit here and represent people who
This is a good ass conversation, bro.
Feel like me, because it's like I don't want to say I didn't choose. I don't even want to say that. I just feel like I don't see a lot of women under my umbrella who feel the way that I feel. I don't see opinions shared that would be worded the way that I feel. Nothing. I feel like a lot of my thoughts are very unique, and it's kind of scary because I have been through different things. I see the world in a different place, and when I even speak online, people think I'm fucking speaking Swahili.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I know exactly what you're saying, and you're making good points, and it's just, I think that regardless of whether. Like, we're talking about different positions. I compare everything to chess. I know it's annoying. We're looking at different positions on the chessboard, but the rules are still the same, right?
Okay.
No matter how bad your position is or how good your position is, you're still trying to achieve the same objectives. And you want the man to get high status, and you want the man to feel secure in himself. And I think it's very difficult. I can only talk from the male perspective because I am a man. It is very difficult. If I were to meet a woman who I liked very much, but she had X whatever, past whatever. My concerns would be, how do I know that I'm still the number one? How do I know I'm most important in her life, especially if I don't measure up in certain key metrics? And two, the second thing that's most scary for men is we understand that men are constantly after what we have. Like, your inboxes are all full. Like, they may not be with guys you want to reply to, but guys are still trying to get it. That's the male life. The male life is people are trying to take everything from me. And that's very scary, and you have to make your man really believe like that's impossible. If a man truly believes that nobody can take you from him, he's going to love you in a different way. You can give me 2 carbon copies of the same chick, but one I think might cheat in the right circumstances, and one I know no matter what would never leave me. The love I'll feel for this one is a different planet to the love I feel for this one, even though they're the same person, right? Because that's every man's biggest fear, is a woman cheating or leaving, because there's something visceral and something different about it. I know I talk things and I say men can do things and women can't and all this stuff. But like, if a woman cheats on a man, that hurts the man at a level that it doesn't hurt the woman if the man cheats on her. It's different. It's different biologically. It's different evolutionarily. Like, that's what men used to fight and die over. You talk to my chick. You look at my chick.
His dick off.
Yeah, it's like you demasculinize him on every level. Like, and this is why you see these TikToks, right? You see these TikToks. Me and my man went on a break, got back together. He fucked 20 girls, and now he's crying because I went on a date. Yes, completely yes. Because the damage level is different. It's just a different thing. So you have to understand the paradigms. You have to understand to play the game, and that's how you make men happy. And I know very well how. I like to believe that I would know very well how to make a woman happy. And I know, and whether I do that or not is a conscious decision. And that's where you get to a certain level of grandmastery, where if I get a woman, I will literally decide out of 10, how happy do I want her? Does she deserve to be happy 10? Or should I keep her like crying half the time? That it's very conscious, and women don't think that way. But I'm saying, if you're a cunning woman, you can be like that. You could be a bit more like, you know what? I want him infatuated with me. This guy ain't worth the time. That guy I want. And then when you're going to do that, just like the game of chess, if you play chess, it's not big moves that make you lose. It's small positional plays. It's that time you argued about your favorite car. It's the time you disagreed with him about the favorite band. It's the dumb shit that adds up. Whereas really, truthfully, if you're truly smart about the game, you can get him to a point after a few months where he's like, she's my soulmate. She loves everything I love. We think the same. Our hearts are connected. Boom. And then you're safe. Just don't fuck it up from there. That's the game.
But I just feel like it's so contradicting to feel like what your overall message is, which is about truth. So it's like, if my truth, like if it can be destroyed by the truth, it should be destroyed by the truth. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why? It's really mind-boggling to me, because I feel like, how could you even be mentally, emotionally, sexually stimulated by a woman who is just agreeable, and it just doesn't have her own mind. I just don't see that.
That is exactly what every man wants. We don't want you to be complete robots. We're not saying we can't have a joke with you. We can't say we can't have a laugh with you. We're not saying you can't have a personality. But when it comes to things like agreement, there is not a single man in the world who's going to say, she's too agreeable. She just agrees with me on that. She agrees with me on all the important things in my life. She's too agreeable. I want someone else. Fuck no. You're completely and utterly wrong on that point. It's a huge point. This idea that I understand if you're a complete doormat and you set no standards, men might walk all over you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about agreeability and agreeableness as a whole. Men love the idea of an agreeable woman because it gives status and it makes the man feel like he's a teacher and it makes the man feel
respectable too.
His ego. And to you, they may be small little tiny points, but to him, they're a big deal. If I were to sit, I'm telling you right now, if I were to sit with one of my chicks or whatever, or my chick, and I'll just sit in the Lambo and say, Lambo's the best car of all of them. I prefer the Lambo. And she goes, I don't like that one. Da, da, da. I'm like, listen, I bought them all, and I fucking said this is the best one. Shut up. And it would annoy me because that's my reality. I want her to become part of my reality. It's the thing. And you talk about truth. It's interesting because the truth of your heart and the truth of your soul is to be happy. That's truth. Truth is for you to end up happy. Now, if you have to sit there and agree on a especially on a subject you don't give a fuck about, right? If it's something you care about and you are very knowledgeable about, if it's ancient Roman history and you have a degree in ancient Rome, then fine, argue the point. But if it's cars or something you don't even give a shit about,
make it easy.
Yeah, you're missing the chance to get points on the scoreboard, an easy free throw, and you're just fucking it up, going, why? What? The truth is just play the game and win. That's the truth.
Andrew could be the best female dating.
Or just learn a couple of words like how many talks, horsepower.
Yeah,
just throw some words in. Like how much horsepower has it got?
That's it.
Tate, with all due respect, not all men are like that. Some men respect a woman that has her own mind. I know you and
he never said he didn't want a woman that don't have her own mind.
Do you spend over $100 a month when shopping
literally
online?
Said,
if you do,
we don't want the women to be complete robots. Obviously, we want them to have obviously have personality, crack jokes with sometimes, and all that good shit. Anybody never said. I think
the men that you're speaking on behalf of.
Let me tell you something.
Like a woman
I understand.
will just be so agreeable to everything he says. But like I've dated men that just respect that I can make decisions. Will actually
submissive.
And where are they?
Women have their own mind.
Yeah, completely. That's the first
there's
point.
sometimes that he might be discussing stuff that he might want to be discussed, and there's sometimes we're like, shut the fuck up and let me say what I got to say.
Exactly. Just like if a fucking spider was fucking crawling on the wall, even though I hate fucking insects and animals, even though I'm terrified of animals, of course I'm gonna be like, I got it. Watch this shit. Grab me a fucking shoe. Kill a fucking spider, even though I'm terrified, shaking in my fucking boots. I'm gonna still kill a spider, and that's all a part of being a man. Even though I don't want to be a man at that moment, I don't want to fucking kill no fucking insect. Who the fuck like spiders and bugs and shit? Motherfuckers just be crawling up the wall. They just be spawning out of nowhere with their little long ass 8 legs and shit. Who the fuck? But as a man, I still gotta do what I gotta do, bro. And that's the same thing with that, really, bro.
Yes, completely.
And maybe I don't even believe in star signs, but my man's a Sagittarius, so all this illogical stuff and feelings and emotions, and no, you don't cry about shit. Shut up, get on with it. Your head's big. Get on with it.
Completely. And submissive women have their own mind, but this is something else you have to take into consideration, and this is super important and super true. The reason a lot of women don't truly understand a lot of things about relationships and how it works with men, etc., is because men will lie to you. Men lie for the same reason you wear makeup. Sex. Because men fall in love with what they see. Men fall in love with what they see. And women fall in love with what they hear. 100%. So we will lie to you. So you'll go on a date with a guy and you'll sit there and say, I don't listen to no, I'm independent, da-da-da. And what's that man going to say?
Oh, I love that.
That's exactly the kind of woman I want. Come suck this. It's a fucking lie. That is not what he wants. It's not what he wants. I'm telling you the truth of what he wants. Yeah, he can't be bothered to argue with you at dinner. Because he doesn't, and you know what? Most men aren't smooth enough to do it. I can sit with a chick and disagree with her and be funny enough and smart enough and charismatic enough and I'm high status enough and she respects me enough to listen. But if I'm just some normal dude and I start arguing with a chick, she's going to bounce on the dinner and say, fuck you.
Yeah.
See ya. So most dudes' dating strategy.
That's true.
Most dudes' mating strategy is just pure agreement. Yeah. Anything to get the puss because they're fucking dorks. That's fine. That's the truth, right? A real G will sit there and say, what do you mean? I don't want to hear this shit. I'm telling you the baseline of how men truly function. If I'm expected to fight and die to protect you, because that's what is expected of me by society and of you. You may think you don't expect that of me, but if we're walking down through London in the middle of the night and 2 guys come up with machetes, you're going to hide behind me, knowing I'm going to die because I can't win this fight. I'm expected to die to protect you. Well, then I expect you to agree with me.
Exactly my point. Same point I just made with the spider, bro. I'm gonna kill a fucking spider. Nigga, I'm scared of spiders, bro. But I'll never say that in front of any woman, though. Oh, it's a fucking spider. What you scared of? Let me kill this shit. Even though in my mind, I'm shaking my ass off. Fucking spider.
I'm not here to fucking die for somebody who disagrees with me on everything. That's not what I'm here to fucking... If I have that obligation to die on the spot for you, you have the obligation to pretend you like BMWs. So do your fucking part and shut up. And that's the bottom line of it.
And you know the difference is, the only difference, like he's top G, and I was like, the only difference between him and my man and the level of respect is money. That's the only difference.
And this is
the same way he talks, the same way he is.
I don't listen to my
but
man.
people say like, oh, my man only owns 40,000, so he can't talk to me the way Andrew Tate talks to his. Why not?
Completely.
No, I think money is a big factor though. Because
it's not.
In a beautiful relationship.
You can't have a woman that's paying her own bills. She's doing everything for herself.
I mean, she's a man.
And then you're gonna tell her.
Of course, but I'm saying...
do this. But you're different.
Do you not work, Auntie
She
Jenny?
doesn't need to work. You take all that stress away from her.
I don't work.
Then she'll be a lot more...
Why does money have to matter for submission?
That's what I mean. I don't work.
If you have enough money to make sure that she doesn't need to work, go and deal with her boss every day, deal with all this stress, all these bills, then of course she's going to look up to you and be like, okay, he pays my bills. You know
my man must own about 40,000. I don't work.
I'm like, you know what I'm so...
Wait, how much do I make?
He pays my bills. You know
my man must own about 40,000. I don't work.
You know what I'm so... I just never... I grew up in a 1% family. I never expected a dude to pay for everything. I don't know.
I don't.
But I still think like, and I just like both of my parents worked, but my mom still submitted to my dad. Like it wasn't.
The point is this: in every relationship that's beautiful, every relationship that's happy, regardless of the socioeconomic scale, regardless of how rich or poor they are, regardless of how famous they are, regardless of how whatever, in every relationship where people are truly happy, pay attention. The man is in charge. He's the top G of that house. His woman makes him feel that way. She respects him for what he does. And they are happy. We're talking about me out here in the world, social media, whatever. It doesn't matter. Every man wants to be the man of his household, the king of his castle. Every single happy relationship is the same. I genuinely implore you to name a happy relationship where the woman's in charge. Name one. You can't. They end up broken up. Fucking she leaves him. Whatever. Name a happy relationship where the woman doesn't blindly say, okay, I won't go to that concert. Name one. There is only one framework in which people are happy. With the man in charge, the woman trusts and respects him enough to let him be in charge, and they're a happy couple in relationship. Any other type of relationship is a time bomb to the end. So if you want a happy relationship, that's what you should be aiming for. You need to be perspicacious enough and think about these things and sit and go, well, that's the only way relationships work. So I need to build it that way.
I think
instead of coming along and believing you're going to reinvent the wheel.
Okay, so
Tate,
I want to guys, I want to hit one more topic because we're running out of time. So I want to actually give the ladies a chance to say, what do you guys disagree with from the red pill and men-centric content?
Can I go first?
No.
I'm submissive though.
No, Brittany can go first.
I'm not really familiar with all of the topics. I'm assuming like the stuff that you guys talk about are considered the red pill. It's not even like about like disagreeing. I think
it's just preference.
I can respect someone's point of view and understand where that truth exists for a lot of people. And I just feel like, okay, cool. Like, I don't know. I don't really disagree. It's just a perspective on life. I'm not here to be like, you're wrong for thinking like that. You're wrong for categorizing, using this scale, using that. Like, it's a perspective. It's valid. And I totally see certain angles. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was said that, I mean, there's so many people on this panel. It's hard to talk, but it's like, there's a lot of things I said, okay, maybe I don't agree with just because, again, my walk of life and what I've seen and how I feel and how I choose to be empathetic towards people, regardless of whatever they've been through. But I don't really...
So it's more, for you, it's the lack of empathy sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Esther go.
You're punishing me, yeah. No worries, but we'll talk.
See, what I don't really agree with is the incel culture of men feeling like they're entitled to a woman. A lot of men don't look good. They don't got money. They don't do anything for themselves. And they expect women to want to have sex with them, women to want to be with them. Why should she want to be with you?
Okay, but let me ask you a very important
question. Why?
Wait, hold on, Tate, hold on. Bro, do you not understand men are forced to live in reality? If that man is fat, lazy, or whatever, he obviously is not getting a cooch. He obviously, like, that's kind of a dumb point because obviously if he not good looking and if he don't got the money, obviously he not getting sex. obviously society obviously tell him that, but you with your piss poor ass mindset, you still get niggas' attention for saying the dumbest shit ever, that you hate men, and now specifically I'm speaking in general, but y'all still get number niggas in your DMs, even though you say you hate men and you fucking all this shit y'all don't need, all this bullshit. What the fuck? Like y'all, try her shit, Tate. Try it up.
Ask you a very important question. Those delusional men, do they sleep with women?
Of course not.
Okay,
exactly.
But they get angry. You see them in Pearl's comments.
No, they do not get angry.
Oh, she's a modern woman. It's like, no, she doesn't want you because you are a lowlife. Get over it. Go and work. Go.
Join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game War Thunder has received a major update.
Go to the gym, go work on yourself, go out and get a job, go and get some money.
The red pill says
they just cry about it.
That's what most of the men-centric content tells guys to do. Go to the gym, get your money up, like that sort of thing. Learn game.
No, but that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is saying, oh, women are delusional. Oh, women want this. Women know what they want. If you want those women, go and do what they want. And then you'll be chosen.
You don't have to worry about the men that aren't getting laid and all the women are ignoring. Okay, yeah, YouTube comments, but besides YouTube comments, they have no voice in society and they don't exist and nobody gives a shit, right? So this is what I was saying earlier about reality slaps men in the face and shows them their place very quickly, because all these men, reality is showing them their place. There are women who are disagreeable and unlikable and doing wrong things and acting badly and fucking up how to make a man attracted to them, and they're not being slapped in the face by reality because they're still ending up with a partner. So this is the point we're trying to make here. I agree. I know what you're saying about red pill. There's a whole bunch of bitter, hate-filled guys. I agree with that.
Yes. Can I just drop another comment? When I came on your show, they were in my DMs. I'm thinking, do you not have things to do with your life? Like the fact that you sit on Pearl's little comments and then come into my social media and then slide in my DMs. Like you really have nothing to do with your life.
Were they hitting on you, or were they like?
Oh no, they were calling me a misandrist.
Some girls get hit on even after they insult.
Oh no, they were calling me a misandrist because of the fact that we just don't want you. Like get over it.
Well, that's just the internet though. Like I get death threats. I get like people insult me.
Yeah, but it's
just trolls. I got. Nigga, look at my little beat up by the subs y'all see on the screen, and I'm getting fucking death threats. They got a nigga said, I know where you stay, blah blah. What the fuck comment? I know where you stay, so watch how you talk. Fuck up, bitch.
Video, like, it's just
if I seen your little chubby fat ass in prison, you wouldn't do shit to me.
I mean, I just think like you go on the internet, duh. Like, yeah, you're gonna get insulted on the internet.
Who hasn't been
But
insulted?
it's obviously quite hard, especially when you're receiving a lot of hate from all these men.
I mean, I get it. I've had hundreds of videos made on TikTok like that go after my appearance. It happens to me like every single day.
You called a girl
she's
a whale.
A Pisces. She's a Pisces.
No, Pearl, you called somebody a whale. That is a big insult.
One. I called her a whale after she attacked me. After she attacked me, she knocks the mic out of my hand. She called me a slag. I didn't know what that meant at the time. Okay, I had no idea what that meant. She called me a slag, put the mic out of my hand. So of course I'm gonna call her a whale. You attacked me first. That's what they never talk about. You got called a whale because you attacked me.
I missed a good episode, it sounds like.
Real talk. What a whale's at?
It was a street interview. And this girl, she like knocks the mic out of my hand and they're pulling her back. You slag. And I was like, you're effing whale.
Drunken females.
But it was like that was a response. I've never called someone on my show a whale individually.
But when I come on your show, you were quite rude to me.
Nah, she told you the truth because you're fucking delusional ass, bro. Respectfully, for one, you're mid looking. For two, your mindset is shit. You're not gonna get a man, really. You're not gonna get the man that you want, obviously, bro. You obviously gonna have some poor ass simp that's gonna fucking scoop you up and shit, bro. But you're not gonna get the man you want, bro. You're mid looking. Your mindset is fucking terrible. You masculine as hell. Like, Pearl gotta tell y'all the truth, bro, because women don't get told the truth. And then they probably gonna be on my dick in the comments. Why you talking about women like this? Blah blah blah. You said this about her. No, she need to hear the truth. With her mindset, she is not going to get the man that she wants. And by the way, she looked too. She kind of average looking.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. The way you conduct your show today was great. Today was great. But when I was on your show last time, you were like, "Why you talk too much?" I'm thinking, "Who is this woman talking to me like that?" I'm not a child, but that's the thing.
Because you kept interrupting everybody the whole show.
No,
that's what happened.
No,
you kept interrupting.
But so were you. So were you.
Look, darn it, right now, she's the host. She have the right. Whose show is it? She invited you on her show. You are gaining from her. You were gaining from her.
It's
her show. I know for a fact if she arguing with a woman like this, what man would want to deal with a woman like this, respectfully? And she need to literally open her eyes up. She need to open her eyes up. What man would want to deal with my bullshit? Why should a man want to deal with my bullshit? Why? Like, just look at me. Like, she should watch these shows back and watch these episodes back and hear herself. Like,
because I'm the host.
Yeah,
and so today it's like we have a big guest. I'm gonna let him talk. But you're and no offense, you're just a normal guest. And normal guests, we don't let dominate the entire conversation.
I wasn't dominating
and wait,
the conversation.
You were. You probably talked 70% of the time. And so I have to interrupt you and stop you because you're talking and nobody else in the room had a chance. And nobody else in the room had a chance to talk. I understand I interrupt people, but that's part of your job as a host is to control the conversation. And if anything, I probably control the conversation less than I should compared to most hosts.
No, but I think it's the way that you were rude. You could just be like, okay, let the next person talk. You were like, why you talk to me? That is so rude.
Because we had tried multiple times to tell you nicely. Multiple times to tell you nicely, and it just kept escalating.
That is not true. I think you're trying to gaslight me right now because that's not true.
Okay.
The thing is, you didn't agree with what I was saying, and then you and Auntie resorted to insults.
It wasn't
that's the reason. But that's the reason I would say. I'm not coming for you right now because you know what? It's your show. But what I'm trying to say is,
coming for us. You are coming for us. No, just open your mouth. You are coming for us.
Listen. What I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, can I?
What man would want to deal with this bullshit, bro? What nigga would want to deal with this? For all the men watch, I know most of my supporters males, bro. What do y'all want to deal with a woman like this, bro?
No, how was I rude to you? Why you call my name into it? How was I rude to you?
But you were rude.
How was I rude?
You were rude.
This is just my point of view. You told a story where you said you didn't say
you're too nice about it, Pearl. You're saying it too.
Yeah, Pearl is way too nice. Talk your shit to eat it. A black woman, talk your shit to eat it.
Nice. Listen, right? You come on the show.
Talk your shit to eat it.
You come on the show, right? I don't care right now because you come on the show.
On the streets. Can you calm down?
You come on here.
You sound like a hooligan. Please just slow down.
If I sound
like a hooligan.
Down.
Don't tell me about calm down,
because
right?
You're shouting at me. Why are you shouting at me?
You the loudest one in the room, young lady. You're the loudest one in the room. The fuck?
Hang on. I heard Mr. Tate talking, right, with passion, right, and loud. I had no way to tell him to calm down, right? You're there shouting off your mouth, right? I am being loud. I am being loud. Don't tell me about calm down. Because when he was talking, who was you screeching at? Listen, right, as far as I'm concerned, don't even think about coming on Pearl's show and disrespecting her. You've done it already, and now you're coming back here to do it again. Pearl wasn't rude to you.
She was
right?
rude to me.
Pearl wasn't rude to you.
Yes,
you know why? Because we spoke the truth, not your truth. Not your truth. Because at the end of the day, it's all out there. If you don't know what a woman is, and you can't say what a woman is,
do you know you're actually a bully? You're actually a bully.
She actually a bully? Nah, she an elder telling you what's real and what's not.
Because why? I'm like 3 times less your age, and you're screaming at that. Calm down.
You can't do that. Don't come and say
this is a podcast. Have some manners, Auntie. Like what? I don't understand this.
Stop.
Manners.
Stop. Okay.
All right, guys, let's take a second to hear from our channel sponsor.
This shit is getting good. Like this shit right here. Shout out Pearl. I like this shit right here. She's so like
to me is
she's so stuck in her own bullshit. She don't even recognize her bullshit. Like she don't recognize her own shit. You are talking to your elders right now. You gotta be your elder. You gotta be respectful. She trying to tell you. I wish I could tell her why she don't got a man. This is why she don't have a man. This is why. I don't know who want to put up with that shit, but good luck to whoever will. Not I though.
To be fair, then you called me racist and sexist on another podcast.
I said your followers were racist because they called me a degenerate Nigerian woman.
Okay.
Did they not?
Okay.
Did they not?
Nah, you is a fucking annoying woman though. Damn. I'm tired of saying this shit already.
Okay.
Proving him right.
Okay.
Don't worry, sister.
Okay, so your disagreement. Okay, your disagreement. Let's go back.
You could tell she has never been told no, or she have never been disagreed with her whole life. This is her first time somebody actually disagreed with her and told her, no, you need to shut your mouth. It's the first time. You could tell. It's obvious.
Go back to the topic. Your disagreement with the red pill.
Oh, so the incel culture.
The incel. You don't like the bad comments. Okay.
No, not the bad comments. The fact that they just feel entitled.
Okay.
When women say what they want, they feel so entitled that women need to change that. It's like, no, women like what they like. Just like a man likes a woman that looks good, a woman that cooks, a woman that's younger. Like he said, someone that's not been traumatized, that's not been through so much experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't cry about it, you know?
Yes, we do.
Do you know what women do now?
Yes, wait. I need to stop you there. Yes, we do. What is body positivity? What is slut shaming? We do cry about it, and we cry about it loud on every social media platform. We do. So
Yeah, but
wait, I'm just going to give you an equivalent. There's no short man shaming. No, you don't hear the men crying about that. Women, by and large,
cry about it.
No, they don't.
They do.
Do you see short men being pushed to be on the cover of magazines? Where they say we need more short men, short male models.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Where they're putting plus size women on the cover of magazines.
Is short as
I think he's like 5'8" to 5'10", which is average actually. Like most women don't know. Only 15% of men over 6 foot.
Yeah. Okay, I think everyone should be positive about what they have. Like, you know what? If you don't have money, like, own it. Be happy with yourself. And because a woman doesn't want you, that's okay.
Is this the same woman that literally just said did she just contradict everything she just said earlier about lazy men and shit? I'm just like Tate at this point, bro. She hurting my ears. Imagine being in a room with that, bro. She hurt y'all. Only one side of my head say work, and my ears are fucking barely fucking working right now, bro. But damn, I got a headache listening to this shit, bro. Or just listening to her scream nonstop, bro. Oh my god.
It's fine. I agree with you, but I'm saying like men have to deal with the consequences. Like an average chick can still sleep with an NBA player. Who's like
That's
a top 10%.
They want.
Okay. I'll give you an example. Okay, I've had guys on that level message me. I think I'm an average chick. I would never in my right mind think that any of them would take me like.
But you're rich.
But I'm.
Pearl, they want your money.
Men don't care about your money.
They do.
No, they don't.
Some men do. Some men do.
Pearl's not rich. Pearl is not rich.
She's from
bro, Tate and Pearl got a good ass behind. You can tell, bro.
She's from a rich background. So they're seeing like
the medieval maiden. Men don't care about your money. So
some
that's
men
nothing.
do. Some do.
That's bums.
Some
bums
do.
care about your money. Okay,
No,
I personally don't like bums. That's just not my thing. That might be your thing.
Okay, you want a high value man.
I'm not saying high value. I'm saying I don't like guys that don't have jobs. Just for
Can I just say something that's going to shock everybody? I would like to hear what Denalva's got to say now.
Oh my days! You know how much I've been holding on to my seat. Like, when is it my turn to unleash everything that's been in my head? Okay.
I like her personality, bro. She funny, but she delusional as well. But she funny. I like her personality, bro. It's like, you know.
Cool. Question was again, sorry.
What do you disagree with from
you
the?
know what's crazy? Ladies do not sit like this nowadays. Like these young girls, like I went to school with me. I'll keep it like I went to school with. They don't sit with their legs crossed. Like say we had a dress day and they had on skirts. Like even though she got on pants and shit, right? But like they had on like say if they was to come like to a dress day with skirts, like they don't sit with their legs crossed. They sit with their legs like damn near open like a fucking man. I swear to peaches, I'm not joking to y'all. And if they sitting on like the basketball court, say if we had like fucking PE or something, bro, they sit in the fucking basketball court, they got their legs open with the fucking skirt on and shit. High school, by the way. I didn't even know that this shit still exists, that women actually know how to be women. I didn't know that still exists.
What I disagree with the red pill movement is the fact that it fails to understand that it has extreme limitations because you focus a lot on the extremities of things. And I will revert that back to me. I don't think the red pill addresses the fact that there were a lot of housewives that were left widowed quite young and therefore had no choice but to step up in transition into a strong and evolved modern woman. And I say that because my dad passed away when I was 12 and I didn't have a man in my life to be able to show me the way. Not only because there's really just not many men in my life, because my mom focused her energies and efforts into raising us and providing for us because she didn't have a man. And I don't think it would be fair to even expect my mom to, when we're all 12, 13, 14, to go and find a new man, because actually that creates even more issues within the home for us to even to accept him, especially because we had a close relationship with my dad. With that said, what the red pill movement fails to address, empathize with, and look for a solution is for all the women and the men that come from these sort of homes where actually it is not your fault that you are a product of your environment. So when you're telling me about housewife, you're masculine, you're this, you're that, I have to say, my mom raised 4 daughters on her own. By my age, she had the 4 of us moved freshly to the UK. Of course, she's going to hustle. Of course, I'm going to go through education. Of course, I'm going to work.
Well, what's it got to do with the red pill shit? Do she disagree with the red pill? Would she disagree? But I'm confused. Hey, but I definitely get what she's saying, and I say this on Foreign Pill all the time. Sabotage Podcast is on YouTube, it's on every platform, Apple Podcasts, whatever, all that, Spotify, all that shit, Rumble. Bro, a lot of these women are masculine because of what they seen too as a kid growing up. Let's be honest, these single mother households as that single mother, which is, in my opinion, hold on. Let me clear the air. Let me trigger some people real quick before the video in, bro. In my opinion, bro, if you're a single mother, it's 100% your fault. But yeah, they seen the mother had to play basically both roles because she was there by herself. She had to play the masculine and, well, not really no feminine role. She had to play the masculine role. She had to be the protector. She had to be the provider. She had to be the man and she had to be the man of the house, really, bro. So, and a lot of these women picked that up because that's all they seen when they was a kid. Okay, mama independent, mama saying I need that. I don't need a man and shit, so I need to be independent of a man and all that shit so they can want me more and shit. But it's false. It's false. Nah, but I do see why most of these women are masculine too, though. These single mother households, that's all they seen growing up, really.
Of course, I'm going to have to be strong with myself because there's no man to protect me. So because I've had this sort of background, I've had this sort of experience, people tell me your traumas make you less likable, or maybe you're too masculine as a woman. No, I am a survivor of a woman, actually, because I didn't have men around me. And I am actually, again, also capable of being a wife. I know how to cook. I know how to actually speak to my man, please him verbally.
But you just said if your man was to tell you not to go out partying, you'll still go. If your man was to tell you not to go somewhere, you'll still go. So I don't know about that good wife part. You might want to change it. You might want to change. I don't know about the good wife part.
Physically,
okay, so what's the disagreement?
And I'll explain to you the submission side of things where I've actually
I'm confused, bro. I thought we were talking about the disagreement of red pill. What are we talking about?
I've proved that without having any friction with Andrew Tate. As much as he may even say that may not be desirable or not, but I come up with my own solutions where I don't have to compromise who I am, but I can still please you as a man. You told me your favorite car is that one, even though I like that one. I'm like, do you know what? I like that one, but looking at yours is really nice too. You know, I really like it. You got good taste. It's that simple. What people are failing to do with the
I think I'm about to end the video right here, bro. Hold on.
Movement is to understand that there can be a compromise because I've had to compromise my life as a woman to be able to survive because I didn't have a man around me.
Okay, you think the red pill doesn't believe in compromise?
No, it doesn't deal with the.
So I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I made 49,000.
I don't know what she mean by compromise, but she just gave her whole life story and didn't say anything. Just to say something about compromising. God bless America. Well, the UK in that case.
Victims of society, of situations that it's just life.
Okay. Do you have any points for them? Both of those?
Yeah, I can talk about the red pill. I can complain about it just too. I think there is. I to be fair, I do think there is a lot of angry, bitter men which are attracted to it. And those are the ones that will leave these stupid comments. My point was my point is that they're already being punished by God and by society, so don't worry about it. My point is that if a woman doesn't act correctly, she doesn't feel the true sting of punishment. Not in her
clear your throat, Batman.
Prime years. She may feel it later. In her prime years, it doesn't fucking even matter, which is why they do
clear your throat, Batman.
Doesn't have his shit in order. Trust me, he knows very well because his reality sucks. And that's why he's sending you DMs, because he's lonely. Because if he had a life, he wouldn't want it, right? So there's that part of it. It does attract a lot of angry, bitter people, but I think that's because life's very difficult as a man, like we said earlier, and some of them end up angry and bitter. The answer to all things, I believe, whether you're a man or you're a woman, to try and heal all rifts between the genders, I think whether you're a man or you're a woman, the answer to all things in life is to take absolute and utter self-accountability for all the good and all the bad. You must look at yourself and realize that everything good that happened in your life is your fault. And everything bad that happened in your life is completely your fault.
I learned that from Tate, bro.
With having that high degree of absolute accountability, it doesn't matter. Even if it rains outside, I blame myself. Because
it's raining outside right now. I blame myself too, bro. Because probably if I would have fucking maybe would have fucking grabbed the Earth's core and maybe fucking spent the globe around one time, that it probably would have rained somewhere else. Yeah, that's my fault too. I ain't gonna care.
I could have stayed in Dubai and it wouldn't have rained. So I'm responsible for absolutely everything. And if you do that, you pay attention to things and you try your very best to mitigate the negative circumstances and work your hardest, you're going to have a pretty good life. I just want to finish by saying that I believe that men and women are best as a team. Yep. I don't think any woman will be truly happy without a man, and I certainly know that no man will be happy without a woman. I think it's absolutely beautiful when we work as couples and we create families and we stick to our strengths. When men stick to what they're good at and a woman sticks to what they're good at, that makes them the most powerful team on the planet.
The household is
and the world we're living in now, we have societal pressures and propagandas which are trying very hard to divide and split the genders. But truthfully, the power and the beauty of the universe relies on us working together. So it's been very nice speaking to you, ladies. I'm only upset that you ran out of clementines and I'm stuck with limes.
I was going to say, give this man an orange. And those are my limes, so you can
There's melon out there.
Oh, okay, we got melon. But yeah, all in all, I think it's good. And I also think that discussion is very, very important. And I think that a lot of these issues are delicate and they're nuanced. And people listening to conversations like these and hearing the different points of view
it's very good.
Each other is a fantastic way to progress.
It's good to have conversations like this. It's important to have conversations like this. It's always good to hear both sides of everything. It's best to have conversations like these, bro. Nowadays, there's too much of people hearing one side of shit, really.
And we're entering brand new territory, and it's never been done before. And perhaps you can call me old-fashioned. I don't think it's going to be as good as it was in the olden days, but we're going to find out. So, interesting.
Okay, thank you guys all for coming. We'll do a little round of applause for the panel.
All right, we're going to do that right here, y'all. I'm not going to go cap. They about to do the, what they think of the final thoughts at the end of the show, bro. I get my final thoughts, bro. Pearl's show was fucking fantastic, obviously, bro. I love Pearl. Hey, watching her clips and shit, bro. This video was a dub. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, y'all enjoy. Hey, give me some more shit y'all want me to react to too. Next I'm gonna do Andrew Tate versus Piers Morgan part 2. We're gonna do that. And shit, that's another one with Andrew Tate. He went on another podcast. We're gonna do that one as well. So yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe, y'all enjoying shit like this, bro. Hey, fuck with me if you fuck with Tate, bro. I'm just a young nigga trying to win just like y'all, bro. Can y'all subscribe, bro? Nah, it's all good. I don't fuck with y'all anyways. If you don't subscribe.